So I received a message from somebody I know, and they're going through a time and coming to terms with, this is their wording, that they're a failure. And I have so many things I want to say about that. So many. I feel as though it's a good thing to go through that process of or that contemplation, that whatever we've been doing, however we've been looping in life, or whatever we went out to try, in some way, shape, or form, it's not working out for us. That's a good contemplation for us to have, because that's the catalyst for us to be at a new choice point and decide what route we want to take next, whether it be changing the way that we do said thing or switching it up altogether. So yeah, that contemplation is a potent container, right? I think the shadow side of that contemplation is really getting stuck in the I am versus, in my perception, this was, or this is, or the way that I have been going about it is. That's where we get stuck. And it leads to, it just perpetuates the cycle the longer that we stay there, because we add all these other things to it, this shame and this guilt, and we allow it to become a piece of many of our identity. And so we are thinking these thoughts, and we're believing these thoughts about us as if they're true. We're our own worst critics. We punish ourselves the hardest. Right. So yeah, easier said than done. I know it's hard to get out of that sort of meanness, like that over personalization. I don't think that was the right word. I'm feeling into it though. Yeah, it's easier said than done. It's I feel like that's why sometimes it is so helpful to have some sort of somatic practice, because we do need to give our minds a rest sometimes. And when we recognize this constant loop of thinking the same thought, like I'm just a failure, I need to accept this fact. Oh, that's another thing. And when we go into this, like, I need to accept this, that word is to me, acceptance is seeing something for what it is. And maybe the what it is a subjective perspective from ourselves. Doesn't mean it's truth. So seeing things how they are, subjectively, objectively. And it's the non-denial of. It doesn't mean that we are we throw our hands up and say, this is just how it is. It doesn't mean that we it's a starting point. It's like, okay, this is our starting point, or we're always arriving. We never fully arrive. We're always arriving, right? So this is where it is now. And then what do I want? Where do I want to go next? What next? And then. Yeah, it's not a complacency. Like, it's not this passive. It's not that's what a lot of people think surrender is when we get to a point of complete utter defeat, we surrender. No, that's a collapse. That's a collapse. Surrender is not a passive. Surrender has a blend of both the yin and the yang in it. There's an action in the surrender, but I'm gonna make another video about that another time.